It means that we punched our ticket to go try to win a Super Bowl, and that's it. We got one game at a time, starting at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Love y'all, boys. Love you. Love you. I'll go to war with every single one of you, every game, all right? Love you, 1-7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your fucking clout. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
It's showtime. Question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I am Tommy. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell because I always forget to tell you. Well, Bills Mafia, let's get right into it. Buffalo Fanatics, they responded to my video that I posted a few days ago, which was my beef with some Bills content creators, and they were one of them. And I stand by my video. And listen, not all of you guys out there are going to agree with my takes on Buffalo Fanatics and some other videos that, some other channels that I said or that I named. Buffalo Fanatics responded last night while we were live, actually, and they were live, actually, at the same time. And they had a troll in there claiming to be Mafia Sports Report. Obviously, it wasn't me. You guys know that I'm not about that. If I'm going to say something, I'm going to say it right here, or I'm going to say it in person. And I do my talking right here with you guys, and I don't bite my tongue. You guys know that. I say what's on my mind, whether you agree with it or you don't. So I want to address the video first that I made. And then I'll talk about Buffalo Fanatics and their response to my video. That video was actually a clip from a 7-hour live stream that I did on Christmas Day. I was doing a watch along for both NFL games that day, so that's why it was 7 hours. I did it solo, right? So it's a long night. Long day, Christmas Day, day to night, put it that way. And I was asked in that 7-hour stream why I have issue with Rico from Buffalo Fanatics. And I'm not going to not respond to that. And I will say this, the reason why the question was asked by that subscriber is because when I started this channel in 2020, I had one thing in mind, and that was to treat my subscribers when I get them like gold, like they mean the world to me, and because they do mean the world to me. Because without them, I wouldn't have a channel, right? So I wanted it to be my channel. I wanted it to be a Bills Mafia friendly type show where when I'm live and people are joining us live, they feel like they're part of the show. And that's how I always been, right? And I'll explain why that as well, like why I went that route and why I'm so for that. But during my course of doing videos through 2020 to 2024, people have randomly asked, hey, what other channels do you watch or do you like? Bills content, that is. And I would tell them the truth. Of course. Hey, I love this channel. Hey, I like this channel. Don't really like this channel. Blah, 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 right? Like, I'm going to be honest as I could be. And people wanted to know why I didn't like Fanatics and Rico. And I explained why. And I will explain to you why. And to the people out there why that maybe don't know. So before I started my YouTube channel, I would go on YouTube and watch videos in general, and not Buffalo Bills channels, just music videos, mainly music videos, because I didn't really go on YouTube much. And one day, I think I typed in Buffalo Bills, and I saw a channel called #Sports, and I thought, oh man, wow, there's Bills content, like people talking about the Bills, okay. And man, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. They were actually my first channel I subscribed to and I watched weekly. And then I found Fanatics and all the other, that were out there at that time. There, believe it or not, guys, and this was back in 2017, 2018, something like that. There wasn't a lot. Of channels out there, Bills content channels out there. Could have been 2019. I'm pretty sure 2018. Either way, it was back. It was back in the day. It was 2018. And I didn't understand how the whole, how monetization works, super chats, all that stuff. I didn't really get it. But then I started obviously learning how it goes. Okay, you chat and they, maybe they answer, maybe they don't. And I noticed some channels answered more than others. And then I was like, oh, okay, maybe there's a super chat thing, or you got to pay them. Okay, so I pay. You got to pay to talk. Okay, so or to get your voice heard. Okay, fine. I'll pay the $2 or $5 or $10, whatever. And when I was on Fanatics, my experience, and by the way, I want to say this too, Z-Bot, which I don't know that well, was not on at that time with Rico. So my experience with Fanatics has nothing to do with when Z-Bot, because Z-Bot wasn't there when I used to be a subscriber, where I would go in the chat and watch. And I would pay for super chats. And yes, Rico responds to super chats. But there came a time where he did not. And I paid, I don't remember, $5-10. Nothing. And I said, oh, maybe he missed it. I get it. Listen, mistakes happen. Right? Mistakes happen. I went on again, probably, I don't know, a week later. He missed it again. I sent him a message. This is years ago, and I wish I had the message pulled up. Because I don't know if I tweeted it to him. I'm not sure if I left a message on the YouTube. I'm not sure where I left him a message. But I let him know simply, hey, I'm a fan of yours. Watch your channel. I did send you 2 super chats. You didn't respond at all. No response back. No nothing. I got nothing. And from that point on, I'm like, you know what? Why am I sending this person money if he doesn't respect it? And 2, he doesn't answer back. Like to messages regarding that issue. Not a big deal. Okay, so you know what? I move on. I don't watch that guy. I don't watch that channel. So I was simply, letting the people know why certain channels I don't watch, because I don't feel like, that people are part of the live show. They're not really including the chat when people are subscribed, they're viewing, they're giving you their time as well, and you're just ignoring them. It bothered me a little bit. So in 2020, I decided to make a YouTube channel, a Buffalo Bills YouTube channel. And my whole thing was, when I started this channel, was I wanted it to be like you're at a tailgate, right? And my initial channel was on when I went on hashtag for a minute, and I had a show called Tailgate Talk, and I was on hashtag for about a year. It's where I met my co-host Mikey. And I also want to say this: Mikey has no opinion on this matter. He does not. This is not his take, and so I want you guys to know that Mikey has nothing to do with my feelings towards some of these Bills channels out there that handle themselves this way. So I, like I said, I started my channel in 2020, and it was for the fans, right? Now I got monetized, yes, just like a lot of these channels that work hard get monetized. You get super chats, and I want to explain the whole monetization of super chats. So for people that don't really know how this all works, once you get a certain amount of subscribers, once you get a certain amount of views, YouTube allows you to get monetized. They pay you for YouTube for ad revenue, and you can get super chats, which is basically a person saying, "Hey, thank you for what you're doing." And listen, I'm all for that. And that's why I used to send super chats to some of these Bills content channels out there, right? These Bills channels out there before I started up. Because yes, you got to show the love back. I'm with that. I agree with that. There's nothing wrong with that. However, when you make it a priority to only address super chats and you ignore 75% of your chats, I don't think that's right. That's my opinion. And once again, y'all could say I'm wrong, I'm hating, but it's just an opinion. And you can agree with it or you can disagree with it. And you could say to me, hey, Fanatics doesn't do that anymore. They answer all the chat, whatever. They get to around most of the chat. If that's the case, that's the case. But I will tell you this. I have a lot of people, a lot of subscribers, or even people that weren't subscribed to my channel, responded to that video, agreeing with that video. I've had people in my live streams multiple times say that, they're tired of being ignored all the time on certain YouTube channels, Bill's YouTube channels. And I said, well, welcome here. Welcome to Mafia Sports Report, where you're not going to be ignored, right? And look, man, I get it. You can't get to every chat. I understand their point in that, right? When the chats are going like fast, right? You got 500 people in there. I understand that. But I was there. I know how it works. I also have had crazy live streams where we've had 500, 700, 1,000 people in here. And believe me, guys, I've gotten to many of the regular chats. And I've always gotten to super chats. And another thing about super chats, too. Show your appreciation. When I get a super chat, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I show the love back. I always do, because it does mean a lot to me. It means a lot that I have one subscriber. None along, 5,000. And I thank all of them every time I go live. Every time. I don't think anybody can say that I don't do that. Zbot mentioned that I said, in the video, which I did, I said I don't believe that they're passionate about the Bills or Bills Mafia. But I also said at the end of that sentence, that, hey, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe they are passionate Bills fans. Because I don't know them personally, meaning I don't know them personally. You know what that means. I only know what I see, and that's on video, on live stream, right? So I can only speak from what I've seen from Rico. I don't know Zbot. Maybe he is this passionate, diehard Bills fan. And like I said, I could have been wrong on that statement. And maybe I am. But I'll stand by with what I said about how I feel like how they treat their subscribers. And by the way, to all those subscribers out there of Fanatics, you're welcome. Because guess what? In their live video, the first thing they said, they wanted to thank you and show love for you and appreciation that, for everything you've done and supported them. I don't know how often they tell you that, but they sure did after they saw my video. But look, man, I'm not hating on Fanatics. I'm not hating on anyone. And there's a lot of other small channels. There's a lot of other channels that are bigger channels that act and do the same things they do. And look, man, once again, I get it. When you do this YouTube game is content thing, yes, money is involved, right? You got to spend money on camera, on good microphone, on lighting, all that stuff. So yes, donations are great and they mean a lot. There's nothing wrong with super chats, and there's nothing wrong with getting monetized and having ad revenue. I get all that. But treat your subscribers with love. Show them that you care, that you appreciate you even getting to that point where you can get ad revenue and super chats. That's all I'm saying. I think everyone has missed the point in what I was saying. They feel like I'm singling them out. And the only reason I talked about Rico is because the question was asked. And yeah, I had a problem with him because of the issue I had when I used to watch them. But once again, I've been on other Bills channels that have done the same thing. You sit in there, you chat, you roll out questions. And it's not just me, guys. There's a ton of questions that are just going by. Nothing being answered until a super chat comes around. And maybe they'll answer a chat here and there. The ones they decide to pick out. So are you really part of that live stream? Do you really feel like, man, I'm a part of this? And of course, like, no, you're not. So look, man, this is my last time addressing it. Unless they come back at me, and then I'll come back at them because it's how it goes. I'm not going to bite my tongue. I respect what they do as content creators. It's not easy. Okay? It's not. Matter of fact, I respect every single Bills content creator out there. And a lot of them know me. And a lot of them know that I have promoted their channel, have asked them to be guests on my channel. I have also said, hey, I'll be a guest on your channel anytime if you want. They know that. I'm telling you right now, there's not a lot of people out there that could say that I'm a bad person, right? I've done favors for matter of fact, I've gone on channels as a guest where they've had 100 subscribers. I don't care. Like, I'm trying to help out the smaller channels as well. I'm not a big channel. I would say I'm in the middle, I guess. I'm a growing Bills YouTube channel. But I promise you guys, no matter how big I ever get, which I may never get that big. I may never, ever reach what Buffalo Fanatics has, or Cover One, or any of these big time channels. But if I ever did, I promise you, I would show the love back every single fucking time that I do videos or go live. Because that's what I promised to do when I started this channel. So once again, man, if Z-Bot and Rico took it personally, then hey, you know, it is what it is. And once again, I'll go back to it. Maybe I was wrong in saying they weren't passionate Bills fans. I don't know Z-Bot that well. He seems like an okay guy, I guess. I don't know him. Like I said, I don't know him that well. And I did say in the video that maybe I'm wrong about that statement. So y'all can think could think how you want to think about this issue, right? About what I said. It's not even an issue. It's just for me, it's the truth. I'm speaking from the heart. I'm speaking from my experience in dealing with channels like Fanatics. So, Bills Mafia, man, I love you guys. I really do. I hope you guys aren't sick of this, types of videos that I've done now. This will be my last video unless they come back at me, and then I will respond to them. But I had to do a response to their live stream that they had last night, where they played certain clips of my video and didn't play it all. Of course not. And once again, look, I don't care if people come at me and say I'm a hater. it is what it is. Not everyone's going to agree with what I had to say, and that's okay. But Bills Mafia, I love you. And as always, go Bills. I'm out of here. Peace.